This is an introduction to a new series that is soon to start on my YouTube channel. I don't know who I'm talking to because I don't really have any followers. I mean, there's 74 subscribers, but nobody writes comments, and often the number of views there are the ones I did, so there's really nobody watching my videos, and I don't think that if I allowed ads that would corrupt or contradict what I say, that people want to hear what I have to say anyway. So why am I posting more videos? Well, it's therapeutic. I have to say what it's like for me to live among you, the species I share DNA with. And I used to say 99.9996% of you suffer from HSD, and when I talk to you about this, and I'd say this number is somehow you believed that out of the billions of people around the world, that you, at the time, the person I'm having the conversation with, is the exception. I don't think I've ever had anybody, maybe one time somebody that knew me for a while ask as a joke, but I knew wouldn't be able to handle the reality of the answer and all the examples that prove it. But nobody's really asked me, hey, do you think I'm the exception or like everybody else? And because you don't want to know, or you assume you're the exception. So this is an introduction to this series, and I'm going to call it Documenting the Lives of the Homo communia. So what it's like for me to live among you as you accelerate the Anthropocene, and the end game that we are in now. And it's sad. It's sad because, like for example, I was sleeping and I got woken up 3 times. And it's upsetting, and now I have to just get through these thoughts myself, because it's not like I could find a therapist when it's 100% of you that are the people that trigger my species alienation, because you won't admit or work on your HSD even if you make an attempt to understand what it is. So I have to post more videos that nobody else but me is going to watch, and it's therapeutic, and it's part of my self-care. It's part of my toolkit of things to cope during the end game of the species that I share DNA with, accelerating the Anthropocene. I gotta say, the first subject of this series will be in 4 parts. There's way too much to say, and I need to get it out. And then there'll be another topic, and maybe that one is just 1 part, although I've talked about it before, but it's the same everywhere, so it's not like I'm talking about an old story. And then another subject, and sometimes it'll be 2 parts or 3 parts, or sometimes it'll come in again, and it's really you. It's really who you are. And if people say, hey Martin, how was your experience of this? I have to say more is, as an answer, I don't know anybody who can handle the levels of reality of my answering this question, so I'm going to pass. And hopefully that's a gentle way to say it and people can handle it. And often people that, they don't want to get into something that's not totally pleasant, or that makes them have to solve a problem in the job of the responsibility they have to solve problems, is they will often accept this and be happy. They'll be a little bit insulted, they'll like me a little bit less, but it's the best I can do with you. And when, as time passes, this year, next year, and next year, I'm more often in front of judges or arbitrators of human rights or whatever, and you say, do you promise to tell the truth, is I'm going to do their oath, but then I'm going to do my oath with them. I'm going to say, do you promise to also tell the truth? And do you promise to suffer the consequences when I can prove you're not? But above all, do you promise that you can handle me saying the truth and providing you with the documentation of it?